Now what? I could have some Choco Crunch. You saved us, Mr. Choco. Now where's a bowl for you? Oh, now where'd he go? Chocolatey Crunch and Crunchy Crunch taste great together.
It's chocolatey.
New Choco Crunch, part of this complete breakfast.
Yeah.
Gear up for the extreme. Extreme. Arm yourself with the ultimate ghost-busting gear. You power up the proton pack for ectoplasmic lights and sound. Get extreme with your own plasma power beam. And fry that ghost into ectotoast. Now you set the trap, and in a snap, blast them back. Extreme Ghostbusters Proton Power Pack and Ghost Trap each sold separately. Batteries not included from Trendmasters.
So this is the new Hurricane. Hoo-wee. Glad it's on our side, Hondo.
Tracker here. Assemble masks. Intruder closing in.
It's the Venom Stinger. Look out. Hurricane engaged.
Vehicles each sold separately, with a figure.
Firefly heading for the sky.
Mask, where illusion is the ultimate weapon.
I'm getting out of here.
Mask, Hurricane, Firefly, and Stinger, each sold separately. New from Kenner.
Morning, kids. It's a Pac-Man day with my crispy corn cereal coming your way.
With marshmallows.
Delicious. I'm Inky.
I'm Blinky.
I'm Pinky.
I'm Clyde. With the marshmallows
You'll find inside. There goes a Pac-Pac and Inky too.
He's marshmallow. You can chomp him too. Part of this nutritious breakfast.
With marshmallows. Delicious. Dan, fill me up. Ecto-2 will roast those ghosts. Got him! Bateman, Ecto-2's a mean machine. Want to help an old lady across the street? Sure. It's pretty gross. I hear ya. Run! Let's fly! Wait for me!
The real Ghostbusters. Figures and vehicles each sold separately. New from Kenner.
We showed her who's boss. Wanna bet, Sonny?
Twix puts the dig in your gig. It puts the boom into your beat.
Puts the rhythm in your feet.
Keeps you rocking along. Puts the soul into your song. Keep on moving with Twix. Chocolate caramel satisfaction. Like just the cookie gets you back in the action.
Nothing to sticks of Twix can't fix.
Foot slip, smack, back in your rap. Keep on moving with Twix.
Look, the Stunticons! Look, the aerial bots! Only the Stunticons! Only the aerial bots have this kind of teamwork. Stunticons attack! Aerial bots wage their battle.
Welcome to Brain Wreck. I'm Jason X.
And I'm Kevin Graham.
And this is the best show on the internet.
It sure is.
You know, we are, in fact, the only recipient of the Wooden YouTube Award.
I was not ready
Jesus, the wood's bouncing.
don't drop it, man.
I'm in a very echoey
it's a prestigious award.
chamber, if you would.
Oh.
Wood.
Wood? You got wood.
It is my bedroom.
Your bedroom's the echo chamber, huh? Oh, God, what happened?
Oh, what?
We've got it. We're good.
That is not my bedroom, folks.
That was not your bedroom, but oh boy.
But this is in fact where the magic has not happened yet.
Oh,
but will time.
You got to have David Blaine come over and christen it.
Dave Blaine, the magician.
Yeah. Because you said that's where the magic happens. Are you not following your own story?
Well, you said David Blaine, and I'm like, well, is he a magician? Like, doesn't he just sleep in boxes?
I mean, what is magic if not just being?
Well, Walt Disney World, and that's why I moved, folks. I moved from the cold ass state of New York,
cold,
to the scorching hot state of Florida.
Yeah, how you doing?
And folks, if my audio sounds a little off tonight, that is because I'm in a room that has nothing in it.
I gotta say, for this show, sounds wonderful.
Oh, well, fuck. If that's not a reason to subscribe, which all of you should do.
Yeah.
We are only 10 away from 100 subscribers. My God.
Real quick, let's do some housekeeping because we've got some stuff going on, okay? Number one, if you're not already, just, go down the page a little bit. Hit that subscribe button, okay? You're going to want to. It's going to be a good thing. Your life will be better the moment you do it. Why? Because you get all this content on a weekly basis for free. Listen, we don't get paid. We do this out of the kindness of our hearts. So
that's
fucking
right.
Subscribe already. No, but seriously, subscribe.
Please. At least
so that eventually we can get paid to do this show and bring you better content. We promise we'll keep the ad rolls
more content.
More content. Listen, we've already got more content coming out. Tomorrow night, which, holy shit, tomorrow night's already Thursday. Don't be an asshole.
Brother, tell me about it.
Brother, we'll talk later. Don't be an asshole. The internet's favorite game show goes live tomorrow night at 10 o'clock Eastern. I've got a new video that's going to be dropping here soon. It's a part 2. I've been promising for weeks. I actually sat down for like 10 minutes yesterday and edited it a little bit more, and I'm almost done.
Fantastic.
I'm like 60% of the way there. So we got more content like that. I'm going to be doing some more game streams. We've got the Axanon files coming. We're closer.
Coming real soon.
Your boy is already in Florida now. He is the Florida man. It's going to be there. Axanon files. We've got Girl Pockets. We're going to bring a little bit of diversity to the show, so it's not
for fuck's sake
the two of us fucking schmucks just talking about who the hell cares. The Fast and the Furiouses. We're going to watch all 9, actually technically 10, because there's the extended universe now.
Wait, what?
Well, yeah, because there's Hobbs and Shaw, which is not in line. So Hobbs and Shaw.
That's not one of the Lord of the Rings movies?
That's clever. No,
thanks.
So like Hobbs and Shaw is like the Rogue One, or like the Solo.
Oh, the good one.
It's actually pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie. So we'll go through all 10 of those. We might throw in some bonus episodes. We're gonna do that at some point. I'm gonna maybe do a show. Kevin Graham is unsuccessful. That'll drop at some point. Who knows when. And then we've got plans, folks. Stuff. You've got the Florida Project pending title change.
We're gonna get. First off, the name's not changing. Fuck you. Secondly, yeah, we're gonna get into what we filmed, but we have 3 episodes worth of content already.
You've been how long have you been in Florida at this point?
I've been in Florida since Sunday.
How long have you been in your home?
This is a day and a half.
Okay.
So it's I've been on a little bit of a roller coaster ride, which we're gonna get into.
You've been dealing with some things.
I've been dealing with lots of things. But you, sir, have also been dealing with some things.
Well, yeah.
You're getting older.
Oh yeah, I got older.
The first of the things.
I'm older.
Yeah. And how old are you, sir?
32.
Welcome to the future.
Well,
I've been 32 for a while. Let me tell you, it doesn't get better.
I mean, listen, this great, big, beautiful tomorrow is...
Now you're speaking my language.
It's okay. It's okay. It's kind of like it was 2 days ago.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
I heard that like 2 days ago you couldn't conceal and carry anywhere you wanted to, and now you can. So like...
Well, I mean, that's just Texas for you.
There you go.
I mean, if you're a Texan, you're just allowed to have a gun. Doesn't matter. And if you want to be homeless, or if you happen to be homeless, guess what? You got to get the fuck out, apparently, because they're making that shit illegal.
Well, I mean, that's a step different than what California's doing. So, like,
I mean,
California's letting the homeless just kind of take over.
Well, here's the thing. So, like, there's a problem, and then there are solutions to fix the problem.
Right. Neither of which.
So they say, hey, but like Texas, like people in Texas have been saying, like, hey, we could do this, and then everybody goes, no. And they go, okay, well, these people are going to stay here. And then everybody voted no. And they said, okay, well, then we're going to do this to help these people out. And then people in Texas said no. So apparently if you happen to be homeless in Texas, you're pretty much fucked.
That's not much difference than anywhere else, you know?
I mean,
like, everyone's kind of fucked at this point.
I mean, like, the whole world at this point, I would say.
But I've had like a stroke of optimism, you know, with my experience. So you turned 32. Did you do anything extravagant?
We did not. My volume is super low.
Oh
no. I'm like, is this any better?
Let us know compared to my loud.
It's possible. Ooh, I think I got louder.
There you go.
It's possible that I accidentally turned my gain down. No, we didn't do anything extravagant. You know, it's been kind of a weird couple of days.
Weird days.
Yeah, you know, I mean, just with, you know, just life and things that happen.
Right.
And so, like, with it being on a Tuesday, you know, I ended up taking the day off.
You're one of those fuckers.
I took the day off. Still worked a little bit because, you know, when there's a fire, you know, you call the fireman, and, you know, I come and just hose it all down.
Was that a dick reference?
Might have been, but it actually wasn't. I'm not a stripper in my spare time. So
some wish you were.
Some.
I've heard. Okay, so I've heard things.
What have you heard?
I've heard that. Okay, so obviously with rule number 4, or AKA don't be an asshole, which is on tomorrow night.
Right.
Subscribe. Make sure that you watch that show. I've heard people say that you are the reason to tune in to the show.
Listen, I'm the reason to tune into any show. Okay, I bring the content.
These people put the show on mute. Is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
People have called you a beefcake, not even Brutus. So I know what you're talking about.
It's getting warm in here. I'm not gonna lie. Well, I don't know about all that. But no, I mean, like
I do. I have to fucking hear it. I'm like, what about me? God damn it, I'm attractive. I've done shit. Fuck.
You're doing great for yourself. Listen, Florida. You got
Florida sun.
You got to work on your Florida. See, this is what you got to do. You got to work on like that '80s wrestler build. You know, where it's just all barrel chest and like hot dog skin. You know,
right?
You've already got the hair loss, so that's fine. I'm getting there too. That's okay. I'm getting there too. I just turned 32. But yeah, no. Ended up taking the day off. Went to the gym in the morning. Ended up like just making a shitload of food when I got home. Which Christy came in and was like, "What are you doing? We're literally about to go get lunch." And I was like, "Yes, I know. Like, it's pre-lunch."
What did you eat?
I had an entire blender's protein shake.
Which I saw on Facebook.
I made a breakfast sausage sandwich. I had some watermelon. I had a little cheese.
See, the cheese is concerning. Like watermelon, you know, that's empty calories.
Concerning.
That's you know, that's a healthy food. Cheese though, just on its own.
Oh no, I mean, like, no, it was like in the sandwich, but you know, it was like, you know, not.
You had a sandwich.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I just said, you know, I made a breakfast sausage sandwich.
Well, you said cheese separately.
Well, there was because
you ate just a brick of cheese.
I mean, I did have a few slices. It also wasn't like deli cheese. It was like brick cheese that I just happened
Velveeta?
to like.
Like
no,
plastic.
Oh my god, no.
What? Seating plastic?
No, it was just like, the kind that like you cut out and you put out for parties. But I was like, I'm gonna put this in my sandwich.
But it's a party for one.
But I mean, like, listen,
blowing out the candles by itself.
Exactly. So I had that, and then we went and we ended up getting lunch at this place, which is like never open whenever we're trying to go get it anymore. Super good food, Ranch Hand down here in Austin. Phenomenal food. Like, I don't understand how food could be this good.
Really?
I don't, like, I'm not even kidding. Christy can back me up. I don't understand.
This seems like a religious experience.
It's oh, brother, it's something, all right.
Okay.
But it's like simple, like it's like farm to market style food where it's like you can get everything in a bowl, you can get everything in a sandwich or a burrito, which is what I got. And you can like swap out the proteins.
Okay.
The steak is the best thing I've probably eaten down here.
Really?
I don't.
And you've had some barbecue.
Christy says their steak. I don't know what I don't even know what kind of steak it is. It's just so fucking good. Like that. Like that's the only way I can describe it. Is it's so fucking good. So I ate half a burrito. I took a nap with the kitty cat. Woke up. Did some stuff. Did a little editing on the video that I'm about to put out, and then we're still quite full. So we didn't really do dinner. Talked to some family, opened some presents. Christy got me, like, listen, I've been saying this for weeks. Once we move into the new house, this whole setup's getting an upgrade. Well, she got me some stuff for the upgrade, so that's going to come in handy. Yep.
Well done, Christy.
And then we ended up we just like went over to like a local bar that we haven't been to, which like there's so much shit you can do down here and not even realize it's around the corner from where you live.
Yes.
So
yes.
I truly hope that's something you get to experience soon, because like I remember like up in Syracuse, it was just depressing and abysmal to try to do stuff like that.
Yeah, which we're gonna get into a second, because I tried to do something right before I left and was shut the fuck down. So we're gonna get into my story.
We got some drinks. We went home. I ended up giving my dad a quick call, and then we watched The Price is Right for the rest of the evening.
Isn't that not a fucking stellar evening?
We need to talk about The Price is Right real quick.
Oh, let's talk about The Price is Right.
So these are all like early 80s episodes.
Yes.
And like I was texting you because we were watching it also, I think it was like Friday or Saturday night. And we were watching some of the older episodes. Bob is just a maniac. I mean, he's got women reaching into his pocket to grab $100 bills. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's illegal. I don't think you can actually do that. He's like forcefully like guiding people across the stage. He's like telling people, like he is just roasting people who come up.
Not only that, but like I don't know if you've noticed, but like in the showcase when they do like little sketches and stuff, they could give a fuck about copyrighted music. Like they're just using anything.
Oh well, copyright didn't really exist back then. I guess
like they're using the Indiana Jones theme. I've heard them hear Star Wars, like legit, straight up using the music.
We watched one episode where apparently all of the showcase girls were drunk.
Oh, really?
And in the middle of the show, he called them out on it.
What?
And he was like, so why don't you explain to everybody at home what happened? And they were like, well, my mom came by and she dropped off a bottle of champagne and we may have been drinking it. And like, dude, in the final showcase, so like they were doing this gimmick where like they were sort of like excavating, because it was actually like a mummy theme. It was actually kind of Indiana Jones theme too. But they all had pickaxes and they were knocking down portions of the wall.
Okay.
Well, one of them blew the spot too early.
Okay.
And like they cut to her for the final thing, which is like, well, no, it was the second to last thing, which was a dune buggy, and she's just like holding up pieces of the wall. and like the other one comes over and like they're trying to hold it up, and everybody's just like, what the fuck is going on? And then there was like an episode we watched last night where the tech people kept fucking up.
Oh, I think I watched the same episode.
Yeah, where it was like because one woman was playing the dice game,
Yes,
where you go higher, lower. Yeah, okay, yeah. And so the tech people kept like, so it would be like higher, lower. She'd be like higher, and then like they'd put the wrong number in the wrong spot.
Yes, yep.
And then during the big wheel spin, and then during the big wheel spin, they kept changing the number on him too quickly. So he was like, "All right, well now you guys got to go and because you tied and you got to do a spin-off. Wait a minute, no, what the fuck are you guys doing back there?"
And he called him out.
Yeah,
he
called
him
him
out on it. That's hilarious.
Yeah, listen, we are big advocates of the Pluto TV here on
Pluto TV. If please sponsor us, because
like I will listen. I mean, I'm not going to give everything away for free, but like we'll gladly give you content. We're like just call us up, hit us up, brainruckshow@gmail.com. You know,
right?
We'll talk. Listen, we're reasonable. We're inexpensive.
Very reasonable.
Very reasonable.
Yes, indeed.
But like, I think
hell of a birthday.
Yeah, I mean, like it was chill. It was what I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we're slowly starting to fall into that Pluto TV trap because we don't really have any shows that we're watching.
Right.
There's like shit for movies right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, what do you want to do? You just want to veg out. So you sit there, you just chill. You put on a little classic Price is Right.
Mm-hmm.
Just and you're shouting at the TV. Oh my God! This one woman bid like $3,000 on a $12,000 trip or something like that, or it's like an $8,000 trip. And we're like, "What the fuck are you doing? That's way too low." She ended up winning because there was like a $200 difference between what she bid and what the other woman bid.
Right.
Oh my God! Pluto TV. It's the way of the future. That is the future of television. Like Pluto TV,
which is the past, which is crazy.
It is literally built on archaic technology at this point,
and nostalgia,
and it's all I want to watch.
Yep,
and it's great because like now like the great thing about Pluto TV is like when you watch the content that's on it, it goes beyond just what you're watching because you're not just watching The Price is Right, you're watching a snapshot in time.
Yes.
Like that's like when
is.
you watch American Gladiators, you're watching what it was like in that late 80s, early 90s time period.
Where people are getting concussions.
Oh my God.
Left and right.
Just thrown
and nobody
around.
Give a fuck.
No, it was fantastic. And I think we need to bring it back.
Yes.
Let us book the new generation of American Gladiators.
See what regulations get you. Boring ass TV.
Boring ass TV. Fuck it.
Boring ass TV. Yeah. Exactly.
But yeah, so it was chill birthday, and then we're gonna actually do some stuff this weekend, I think too.
Okay.
We had because part of I think we originally talked about maybe doing stuff last weekend, but we both ended up getting our final vaccination shots.
Oh, how'd you do?
But okay, look. Maybe I'm just built differently. I was fine.
Okay.
I've been hearing horror stories from people, like everybody on Twitter saying like, "Oh, that second shot, it's no joke. It puts you down." People have been getting like laid out for weeks. I went to the gym that afternoon. I felt weird the next day.
Weird how?
I felt like a hot pocket. I was very cold on the inside, but like on the outside, I was very hot. So like if you bit into me, you would just get like a chunk of ice.
And just like anticipation and then disappointment.
A lot of it, yeah. Like where it's
okay.
Yeah. Which I feel like is very much me. So Christy was down because she got hers Saturday morning. She was down for most of the day. Sunday though, like she rallied back. I think it was But I mean, really, it was like. My arms.
Blakely Case had a hell of a time.
Really?
Yeah.
Which one?
Well, here's the thing. Well, we kind of think that she. Okay, so she either is having a really bad reaction from the vaccine, or she ate too many eggs. Like it's one of the two, because she's allergic to egg protein.
Okay.
Which I hear is used in the shot.
Oh.
Like as part of you get the shot. And then it mixes with your RNA, and then makes you immune to the thing. But for the things to bind, and combine and mix together. They need a protein.
Why do we have Fauci on TV talking about this shit? We need you on every cable network.
Fucking A, right? I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is the shit you're going to get on the Exxon Files coming soon to this channel. Make sure to subscribe.
Be warned.
The proteins bond, but you need like a subsequent protein, which I guess they use egg protein, which she is allergic to.
Oh.
So she's really had a hell of a time. A lot of stomach issues.
Well, yeah, I could understand that then. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. But yeah, so we didn't really do too much this past weekend. So we're probably gonna hit the town this weekend. It feels weird to be vaccinated,
right?
To be able to say that, because now I'm like, what are we
doing?
We can go out and like not have to worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, a little bit. You still got to worry about, like, just people in general.
Well, one thing COVID's taught you is that you can't trust anybody.
No.
Like first off, it's like AIDS back in the day, right? Where like the sex ed people.
Let's see where this goes. Very, very intrigued by your comparison.
Strap in, folks.
Another preview, if you will.
Possibly. The sex ed people would teach you that, like, when you sleep with somebody, you sleep with all the other people that they've been with.
Oh, right.
Which, I mean, isn't it's more of a scare tactic than facts.
Yeah, I mean, because at that point you're just calling their partner dirty, and I would say, how dare you? They're very clean, and
Well, the thing is, like, it was like a weird shame thing.
Yeah.
That they were trying to do on top of like trying to scare the piss out of you, so that you don't get AIDS, and like at the end of the day, like, just wear a condom and like,
just be safe, be cautious,
that sort of thing. Whatever. But
at
the end of the day,
just put it where you want.
It's like we're getting all this stuff about the COVIDs. I kind of lost my point.
We're still going to be cautious when we go out. However, I think
we're being more fear mongering than anything.
Well, I didn't hear what you just said, but I was going to say, like, we're still going to be cautious, but we're going to be more open to doing things now, I think. Oh wait,
Bergman with a killer joke.
If it's an
in the
AIDS
chat
discussion, maybe more than ding ding. Okay,
there you go.
So that was kind of our recent experience, and where I'm at getting older. There's a lot more hair follicles in the sink and in the drain now. So
you gonna shave?
I don't know.
Go bald?
I don't know.
I mean, you still got a healthy head of hair. Look at you.
It's the back. It's the crown. I'm crowning, I think.
Wear a hat.
I do wear it, but no, like, if I wear hats, then like I might as well just buzz it.
I don't know. That's my gimmick, brother.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, I mean, and I've got it way worse than you. Like, it's real bad. If I don't shave or wear a hat, I look like a holy man.
Friar's patch.
Yeah.
See, the thing with me is because, like, for like the first half of my life, I only ever buzzed my head, pretty much. Because I was like, I don't know, just buzz it.
You're smart. Like, I tried to grow my hair out. It was so shitty.
Well, okay, and that's what I'm trying to do now. So last year, I was like, oh, this would be a great out. Like, I'll grow the beard out. I'll grow the hair out. Try a new look. You can go back into the archives and see that it wasn't really working. Mainly because I've never really like put forth too much of an effort to like style my hair and like really work on the facial hair. So like I'm like, okay, it's all grown out. The fuck do I do with it now? Like I don't know what kind of gels to use. I know like there's firm and matte and shine and holds. I was like, that means shit to me. Like, I don't know. The Vagabond look is a fragile look. I don't even know what the Vagabond look is.
I don't either. shows how much we fucking know.
So and like that's the other thing too. Like I don't know how to go to a barber and say like I want this. I'm just like, do this stuff short and this stuff don't touch.
I went to a barber once and they gave me some fucking awful advice. Or not really advice. They just kind of did things that I didn't want them to do.
Oh, okay.
So I was trying to grow my hair out because I wanted to look like Bret Hart. And so
okay.
but my mom kept saying, like, you have to cut your hair to let your hair grow out the right way. And I'm like, okay.
I guess.
Like, I guess it's more of like, I mean, fuck if I know. It looked terrible.
I got a
but
hair
like,
on my nose right now.
Oh. Like, I guess, like, I could have cut the bangs so that, like, it grew longer here and not, like, over my face.
Well, I think I would imagine the idea is if you know what you want the end result to be, then you got to kind of plan ahead. You can't just, because, like, you get those people who, like, just grow their hair out. So, and like, that was part of the problem I was doing, is I was just letting it grow or grow. And Christy says that the curly top was cute, which, yeah, you know, I'm a cutie. What can I say? Like if you know what you want the end result to be, you have to sort of work towards that and kind of style it and cut it along the way. So you eventually, you know. Whereas me, I'm just like, whatever. Join the volunteer Baldman's Club. Make Gillette proud.
I mean, that's what I did.
I mean, is that a sponsor?
But I'm a Harry's man.
Wait. Is that a sponsorship opportunity? Can we get sponsored?
I mean, maybe.
Dollar Shave Club, Harry's, fucking Gillette.
I'll take it, whatever.
I'll shave. Manscaped. I'll shave it all. I don't care.
You heard it here first, folks. But anyway, wait, what the fuck were we talking about?
You are now a Florida resident.
Yes. So let's get into that, I suppose.
How was your trip?
Brother, I have so much to tell you in the next half an hour. Everybody strap the fuck in.
Strap on and strap in because we're going for a ride.
There's going to be twists and turns and an ending I don't think anybody will see coming.
Oh.
So settle in. So last we left Jaboy. We were doing the last brain wreck in New York.
Yep.
I was doing it live from my mother's house. We had already packed the pod at that point. It was already on its way to Florida, and we were just kind of doing the last bit of waiting out to when we were going to leave on the road trip. So let's see. So Friday night, it was Friday night. We were leaving Saturday morning at 4 a.m. was the plan. So Friday night comes and it's my last day in New York. And I'm like, you know what? I want to have my friends over. You know, we'll do a last little shindig, kind of hang out. Oddly enough, The Price is Right was on the TV and literally everybody enjoyed it.
It's the fucking best, man.
So it is
it's
fucking
so good.
best.
It's so good.
And so, like, we had a bunch of my friends come over with their kids, and my kids got to play with their kids, and they had a blast. Everybody was having fun. You know, it was one of those things where, like, over the past year, like, we haven't seen some people because of COVID and stuff like that. And then on top of that, like, all the political shit that's been going on kind of, like, separated everybody. So it was really nice. Like, everybody got together despite, like, some differences that may have come up over the past year. And everybody put that aside as just to hang out and have fun and that sort of thing. And the first thought was, hey, let's all go out to dinner. You know, we'll all go out to dinner together. And so, like, halfway through the day, I kind of get a head count of who wants to be there. And I get somewhere around 15 to 17 people that want to come. And that includes, like,
big group.
Yeah, it's like family and friends and their kids and stuff like that. Yeah. So, like, they all want to come. And so, like, I'm like, all right, well, I mean, it's Friday night. Like, every restaurant's going to be busy. Well, except Zeb's. So let's call Zeb's.
Good old Zeb's.
See if they can, because, like, you know, you're getting diarrhea, but folks, like, you can get in without a wait. So it's fine.
Sometimes it's all
right. So we call ahead to Zeb's, and the lady picks up, and I go, hey, can you can you guys serve like a party of 15 to 17? And she goes, well, Cuomo won't let us have a table more than 10 people, so we'll have to split you guys up if you guys want to come.
Which I feel like
and
that
like
would have happened anyways.
And at that point, I'm like, well, that's not really like a goodbye if like I can't sit with like another table. Like they just kind of have to sit by themselves, and that's awkward. It's kind of like a wedding situation.
Gotcha.
I'm like, that's not saying goodbye to friends in Syracuse. So I was like, no, thank you. And so I call a couple other places, and it was the same thing, like 10 per table. I'm like, you know what? Fuck you, Cuomo.
Fuck you,
like
Cuomo.
You can go around touching women, doing all sorts of things, making rules, working with the mob, hiding bodies in the river, all these things that you do on a regular basis.
Allegedly. We don't know.
Allegedly.
Don't get sued.
Hashtag don't get sued. But, I can't say goodbye to my friends at a fucking restaurant, giving them my local business. Well, fuck you piece of shit. I'm going to have a house party. So what we decided to do was we're going to invite everyone over to my mom's house. I was going to go get some pizzas because Lord knows it's going to be a minute before I can get some quality pizza.
Oh, your days of, listen, we got lucky down here. And we found a place that does good pizza. We'll leave it at that. It's good pizza. And that's amazing down here.
Yeah. So like I knew this is my last chance.
That's your last hurrah.
So I order up, I get 4 pies from my favorite place. I get about 40 wings.
There you go.
I'm like, we're gonna go out with a bang.
Too. You're gonna miss out on wings as well.
See, and this is like a fish town, like Florida's coastal.
You're gonna have great seafood, I'm sure.
Right, but find yourself a goddamn chicken wing.
A good chicken wing or a good Italian? Not so much.
Oh, I'm going to talk about some Italian in a minute.
Oh, well, hang on now.
Yeah, well, hang on, folks. We might go long tonight. So, and honestly, like, I couldn't have asked for a better send-off party. Everybody was cool. Everybody had a good time. Like, just laughs and memories and fun. And, like, it was the best send-off I could have gotten. Except, like people kind of stayed till like 1 a.m. And not to their fault. Like we were all hanging out and having fun. Like, and I could have asked them to leave at any time.
Sure.
Kind of thing. But like, I'm like doing the math in my head. I'm like, we haven't packed the car yet.
Oh.
And it's 1 a.m. and like, we want to be on the road at 4. That shit ain't happening.
Yeah.
So we finally, everybody leaves, big hugs, that sort of thing. Fantastic. Like again, I cannot stress how perfect of a send off it was. But then for like the next hour, I'm just trying to pack everything I can into this fucking car.
Sure.
Because when you're packing up your house, you're like, okay, what am I going to need in the new house immediately that needs to come in the car? Because the pod is not coming for a week after you're there. So like you kind of have to plan, like you want to do some things. So you need some tools, you need some essentials, some bedding that, you're trying to think of all these things. And then when it comes to crunch time of what will actually fit in your car, some decisions have to be made because my friend, not everything can come with you.
Not everything
that you
makes
want
it.
to come
Nope.
with you. So some decisions were made, some things were left behind, but goddamn, if I did not get me, the wife, the 2 kids, the dog, the cat, and the bare fucking necessities all in my goddamn Honda Odyssey minivan, trucking on down to Florida. But we had to with what we had as cargo with the kids and the pets, we already planned, like we're not doing it a straight shot. Like that's suicide.
Sure. Yeah.
Like we did it one time. when the kids were younger, we were doing a Disney trip and we were driving down and we did straight 19 hours through to Disney with the kids. And I tell you, by the time we hit the Florida border, it was already like 3 o'clock in the morning. And I tell the wife, I'm like, you need to drive because I'm not tired, but my eyes will not open. At all.
That's the fucking wildest is when
right.
you're in the zone, like you're in it, but you start seeing shit on the road.
Yes.
And like you can't, you're like, I'm going to die if I keep driving.
Yes. Like you come to that realization.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Exactly. So like we had to do that, but we ended up making it. But this time we're like, let's be smart. The pets have to stop. Let's plan it out over 2 days and, we'll get the kids out. And it just so happens that Blakely K's grandmother lives in North Carolina.
There you go.
Which is exactly the halfway point. And she lives in Asheville.
There you go.
North Carolina. So we truck on down and we got so lucky. Like, besides the cat, like the dog was fine. She just laid down and was like, oh, fuck, the world's passed me by. I'm a dog. I'm living in the moment. The kids were content for the most part. The cat like meowed for the first hour and a half. And then we let him out of the carrier and just let him roam the car, basically. And then he like crawled under a seat and was like,
yeah, it's the same. Ours did the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And, we would stop and stop, fill up for gas, that sort of thing. Let the dog out. She'd go take a shit somewhere in some fucking gas station, grass, or whatever the case. And so, like, we were just going and trucking. And so we go to one of the first day rest stop. We went to a Taco Bell, and of course, we're in fucking Virginia. Because you spend half the fucking trip in fucking Virginia, as you know, because we drove down to Charlotte for Comic-Con, and you can watch the videos here on this channel of that trip.
Oh, yeah.
And you never fucking leave fucking Virginia because it's so fucking big and you go diagonal through the state.
Yep.
So we're stopping in Virginia, and we're just trying to stop at a fucking Taco Bell.
Sure.
And we're just trying to get some drive-through to go to get back on the road. So we'll get into this Taco Bell. In the drive-through line, the guy in front of me starts having a conversation.
Oh.
With the person in the drive-through.
Oh.
And I'm like, do you people not have like things to do?
No, man, it's the South.
Like,
you move on Southern time when you get into the South.
Pennsylvania was a bitch.
Pennsylvania
in the chat as well. Like Pennsylvania's long as fuck. And let me tell you something about a road. Like when they talk about the goddamn infrastructure of America, can we talk about the fucking roads in Pennsylvania?
All right,
Holy
let's do
Jesus
it.
Christ! Like, listen, I've got a cat in the car, and like every 3 feet we're hitting a bump in the fucking road, and he's freaking the fuck out. And I'm just swerving from lane to lane to try to avoid the fucking bumps so I can get a smooth patch of road for 5 fucking minutes so my cat will stop meowing.
Yep.
But guess what? We need to rebuild the goddamn roads in this country. Holy shit. But Virginia takes for fucking ever.
Virginia takes for fucking ever.
And they take forever in the fucking drive-thru.
Oh,
we lost 20 minutes out of our trip because of the stop in the fucking drive-thru. Piece of shit. Just order your goddamn fucking spicy potato taco and move the fuck on.
It's that Southern hospitality of like, how's your day going? Oh, yeah, it's great. Let's just talk for a fucking hour and a half and, fuck everybody else.
Exactly.
People in the South move on Southern people time, man. That's the way it is. Down here, like, nobody's moving fast. Unless they're trying to get the homeless out.
Well, there you go. When motivated.
Apparently.
But anyway, so we get out of there, and we make it to, Asheville in pretty decent time. Actually, what are you doing? You keep fucking doing shit.
You can't see. You're the only one who can see that, by the way.
Hilarious.
I'm literally trying to fix my screen.
Okay, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? So we make the Asheville in decent time, but it's the first like sense for me that like things are different here.
Oh.
So we get to Asheville and we make it in time that we can go out to dinner for the evening. So like we decide to go to downtown Asheville and we're just gonna pick like a local place and grab some food. Well, apparently a lot of the places close at 9 on a Saturday night for food.
It's COVID.
And I'm like, that's real early. But so like we were able to get into this one place, which was kind of like this kind of more fancy local downtown kind of like hipster type of joint. They had vegan options for everything. They had everything was a la carte, as they say. And the thing that I got was a farm fresh burger. So I was like, okay, whatever. It was a Cajun style restaurant. Like, so like I got the what I thought were onion rings. Apparently they're going to spice the fuck out of them. So I burned the shit out of my mouth, but whatever the fuck, we're going to get there. But while we're waiting for this table, like I'm seeing live street performers. I'm seeing people roaming without masks, which you don't see in New York.
Right.
I'm seeing the I'm seeing the thing that like you would never think you would see during a global pandemic. I mean, I guess we're technically still in it. Is the party trolley that has everybody set up in a seat where you pedal.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And move down, and it's a bachelorette party, and everyone's drinking, screaming, doing karaoke while they're pedaling down the street, and not a goddamn social distance or a mask to be found. In this sort of thing. So it was just also highly populated hospitals. I would probably think so.
I would say more than likely, yeah.
Based on what I saw, just kind of as a live situation that was happening. The food was excellent. The prices were outrageous, though. Holy goddamn!
Get those southern prices, man.
Get those southern downtown prices, apparently. So we stayed at her Blake Kay's grandmother, who is a hoot.
I've met her a few times, yeah.
So the kids were sleeping out in the living room on an air mattress. Me and Blakely got a bed for the first time in fucking months.
Right. You haven't been sleeping in your bed for a while.
Yeah. So like she was gracious enough to give us her bed, and she slept on the couch. However, I don't understand, and I don't know if you're one of these people. Are you somebody who has to have the TV on to fall asleep?
No.
Okay. Because I've experienced this a few times, not living in my own home for a while, is that her grandmother, God bless her, and she has great taste.
Sure.
Because she put on the Golden Girls to fall asleep, right? I fall asleep in complete silence and darkness.
See,
okay.
Okay, continue.
And so like, and I'm a huge Golden Girls fan. So like I'm sitting there trying to fall asleep, but I'm calling the spots in the episode.
Oh,
because I know what's coming up, and I know it's fucking hilarious. So like I can't fall asleep.
See, here's what I think that is because I think you get people who like sort of having the TV on helps them fall asleep because they're able to focus on one single thing that's not internal.
Okay.
So their mind can be sort of blank and they're just focused on whatever's on the TV, and that kind of puts them in a state of calm and like relaxation where they can slowly drift away. Whereas like you and me, I prefer to fall asleep in silence, but then I'm also apt to have a lot of thoughts that run through my head, and it gets fucking wild and crazy. And it just starts, and then it just starts spiraling sometimes. And then you're up until 6 a.m. and you're like, well, I got to be up in a half an hour anyway, so I guess I'll try to fall asleep for 30 minutes. And then the cat starts biting your face. and is like, "Hey, asshole, come feed me." So I guess falling asleep with the TV on
We've all
does
been
make
there.
sense sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah. So like it was hard. It was hard to get a good night rest there, and then we wake up, and so kind of a backstory is there. When that same road trip that I talked about earlier, where we did it in the straight shot, on the way home we stopped at her house for the night, and I was so goddamn sick that night. Like she made a goddamn pot roast,
Yeah.
jalapeno pop. She like layers upon layers of a meal for when we arrived, and I'm like, I can't eat any of this. I need to go lie down immediately. So like I felt bad from that last situation.
Right.
We wake up this morning and she's made breakfast for everybody. She's made eggs and sausage and bacon and cream cheese stuffed French toast.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm like, oh, I have to eat all of this.
You do.
Because I'm obligated.
You are now. And
yeah,
at any point in your head, were you also like, oh man, but we need to go?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's the thing. And like, okay, we need to eat this quick and get on the road because we need to get back there. But like, also, I'm talking about like oily sausage. I'm talking about like cream cheese full of dairy that I can't have. Like all these things that I know are going to be a problem later on.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need to take like at least a bite of like all of this to not look like a complete fucking asshole. Let's see. Studies show that keeping the TV on does help those with sleep anxiety.
Boom.
There you go.
Maybe I should start falling asleep with the TV on.
Okay. Well, Bergman with the goddamn research once again. He's a goddamn genius, folks. Seek him out. So I'm like, all right, I got to eat some of this, and so I eat enough to where I think that I'm not being rude and that I'm not like personally attacking or cooking or anything from the previous situation. And so we get on the road, and then it's not, I swear, it's not 10 minutes in. I'm like, we have to stop now. Shit. And like, we're in the goddamn hills of North Carolina, which, by the way, are some of the most beautiful scenery you'll ever see. And you will see it because I filmed the entire road trip in time lapse for the upcoming Florida Project vlog that you're going to see right here on this channel. Please subscribe so you get the beautiful views that I got throughout the entire road trip in a matter of like 3 minutes. That took me fucking 19 hours, but whatever. So we're in the hills of North Carolina, and I just see there's an exit sign, and it says they got an Exxon gas station. We need gas too. So like, I'm going to stop. So we stop, and it's weird. Like North Carolina is weird because some places are taking COVID very seriously.
Okay.
And other places aren't even letting their employees wear masks. Like, it's your fucking discretion.
Okay.
In North and kind of South Carolina as well. So I pull up to this Exxon. I'm filling up the gas. Well, before I fill up the gas, I'm like, all right, I have to fucking go right now. I run up to the door, and plastered right on the door says, no public restrooms. The porta potties are to the right. And I'm like, fuck me, man. I'm starting.
Well, you know, because of COVID.
Off.
They got to bring the porta potties out.
Shitting in a goddamn porta potty in North Carolina when I've got a fucking 12-hour road trip.
Well, I mean, it could be worse. At least you got a story out of it.
Oh, brother, it gets better.
Oh.
So I'm sitting there, I'm going there and doing my business, whatever. I'm in this porta potty, and someone had the time and the patience to write a warning in Sharpie on the inside of the wall of the porta potty, warning goddamn America about the poison that the government is trying to inject into all of your veins via the COVID vaccine. It said that the government's trying to poison you, to take over, that it is the devil's serum, and that if you inject the devil's serum into your body, Jesus will not forgive you and you will burn. And can we talk about Jesus for a second? I got to talk to you about Jesus. I don't understand something about Jesus. Maybe you can help me out here.
We'll see where we can go with this. Sure.
Okay. So, in theory, on paper, Jesus is supposed to have died for everybody's sins, and anybody who asks forgiveness gets it on their deathbed because of Jesus. Right?
Sure.
Then how the fuck come? Oh, and don't forget the microchip too. Like that wasn't written, but I think it's like kind of an unwritten law at this point. How come everybody has a caveat? Like Jesus forgives everybody except the gays.
Except the gays.
Jesus forgives everybody except if you get the fucking serum.
Yeah.
Like Jesus forgives everybody except if you have an important. Like, does he or doesn't he? Like, what's the message?
I don't know.
Like the continuity.
It's not consistent.
It's up in the air.
Maybe somebody just needs to rewrite the rules and just come up with a new system.
I mean, we've got rules.
Maybe we. Oh my God, we should write the Bible.
Well, there you go.
I mean, what could go wrong?
Let's see here. If that's not a setup for a Sunday morning televangelist show, can we talk about Jesus for a minute? Well done, Burton. Well done. Well, that's the thing. It's like, and I have since he also is not supposed to forgive those who eat shellfish.
Oh, I think I'm about to eat a lot of shellfish this weekend.
And that's the thing. Like, does he forgive? Does he not? I mean, he loves the children.
Jesus
we all know
loves
that.
The little children. Yeah.
That's what we've heard. This is what we've been told. But the thing, and I've already been handed a Jesus packet once since being here.
Look at you.
Yeah. So it's like a rite of passage, I guess. I'm just waiting for the Scientologists to come after me. They're in Clearwater. They're right down the road.
Oh, okay.
Yep. But anyway, where the fuck? Oh yeah, so I'm shitting in a porta potty on the side of the road at a gas station, being told that Jesus is never going to forgive me, and that's the way I'm starting off my day.
Right.
And everything really kind of went smoothly from then on out. Like, to be perfectly honest, for like traveling across the country with 2 kids and 2 pets, like, and everything that you own basically in the car, it's like it couldn't really have gone better until we hit Georgia. Because let me tell you something, Georgia don't give a fuck about you or your wants or your needs or what you paid for. They do not care, because let me tell you something, it was dinner time. We were hungry. We were just over the Georgia border. And we said, you know what? We're going to have ourselves a stop, and we're going to get ourselves some goddamn Dairy Queen.
Oof, brother.
And folks, like, I already told you about the dairy story, but like, I was going to be good. I was going to be good. I wasn't going to get any ice cream. I wasn't even going to get a goddamn cheeseburger. So I'm going to get myself a chicken sandwich.
Look at that.
Some French fries, and call it a day. Everybody else can get what they want, right? And the wife, she's been kind of on a lettuce kick.
Sure.
Lately, she's like, just been craving lettuce. She's like, I'm gonna get a salad, but I'm gonna get a crispy chicken salad. The boy's asleep, we're getting him a hot dog, and the girl's getting a cheeseburger, and I'm getting myself a chicken sandwich, right? Now, one thing that comes on almost every chicken sandwich is some mayo. And your boy don't do mayo.
You don't really do mayo on chicken like that.
You don't do mayo.
If it's deli,
so I asked for no
maybe.
Mayo.
But like,
maybe
not just a chicken breast, barbecue sauce, hot sauce, sweet.
That's
sour
the Reps
sauce.
campaign slogan to the black population. Georgia don't care about you.
All right.
Strong words in the chat. So I ordered my chicken sandwich, no mayo, and the wife ordered a crispy chicken salad. And so we get the food, and keep in mind, this Dairy Queen has closed the inside.
Sure.
You can only do drive-through.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like a lot of places have done that.
It is dinner time off of a major highway. The line is long.
Sure.
Okay. I get the food. The wife has received a salad with no chicken. There's not a goddamn chicken tender to be found on her salad. My chicken sandwich is drowning in mayonnaise. Kids are fine. Whatever.
Sure. Yeah.
The wife at this point has had it. This is the hill she is going to die on. She has been in the car for almost 17 hours at this point. She says, we're going back. And I'm like, the line is out of the fucking parking lot at this point. So first off, she gets out and tries to go inside, but the door doesn't open.
I would have done the same thing.
The door doesn't open. It's locked. Nobody's answering. Nobody gives a fuck about you. It's Georgia.
Right.
And so we get back in line, and the whole time she's talking about like what she's going to say to these people and how dare they. And she's just like one of the cars in the parking lot has a big decal on the side of it that says Nikki. And she's like, I'm going to find that bitch. And she's going to make me my goddamn chicken. This is the point where like you go.
She's running angles in her head.
You go full Wally World.
Sure.
At this point, like you've. It's insanity.
She's about to kidnap John Candy.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So we're next in line before the speaker for us to have to say.
Right.
And I'm just telling her, I'm like, listen, she's driving at this point. and I'm like, listen. Try to be nice the first
time.
If you try to be nice the first time, things are going to be fine.
Also,
yes,
maybe they won't spit in your food.
Very true.
Yeah,
and I've got something on the line here. I need a new chicken sandwich.
Yeah,
I can't eat that.
You can't have
shit.
that.
So I'm like, please don't go full Karen. Go.
Well, hang on.
Go Tracy.
As I said a couple weeks ago, get them Tracy eyes going. As I said a couple weeks ago, every now and then, you gotta ask for the manager. Okay,
that's true.
You gotta ask for this. Always be willing to ask for the manager. That's all. There's nothing wrong with that. If you paid for something, that means you're entitled to something because you gave them your hard-earned money. And if they gave you shit back, guess what? You have a right as an American and as a human being in this country, at least. I mean, or speaking personally, to get what you fucking paid for. So you go get it.
That's very fair. Yes. So. She's like, fine.
No.
And so she goes, hello. We were just here and I ordered a chicken salad. You gave me no chicken.
Right.
And then she said the same thing with the sandwich. And the guy's just like, you can pull ahead. And so we're like, great.
Okay.
So we pull ahead, and he goes, we're gonna make that for you. Can I have your food back? And so he wanted the salad back and the chicken sandwich back. And it's a weird thing. Like, your restaurant is closed.
That's a weird move.
Your restaurant is and I took a bite out of that sandwich. Like, I ain't gonna lie.
Well, I mean, that's reasonable. I mean, listen, again, if you order something a specific way, you shouldn't have to check it, okay?
That's very true.
You trusted them.
I did.
And damn it, Dairy Queen broke your
Never
trust.
again.
Never
fuck
again.
Fuck them peaches.
Yeah, fuck them.
I ain't doing it.
That's an interesting move for them to do because, number one, to ask for food back is kind of like, all right, that's weird. To ask for food back during a pandemic, because they're only going to throw it away. They basically, what they were saying was, we don't trust you.
Yes. And that's what they're saying in the chat. Was to make sure that you aren't double dipping on them. Very fair, except for the fact that it is pandemic And I had another situation similar to Starbucks recently. You know, my wife likes Starbucks. She orders this complicated drink. The one in Cicero got it right 30% of the time. And we'd have to go in and say, like, hey, you fucked this up again. We're here every fucking day. I swear to God, she spends $300 a week on fucking Starbucks, but they get it wrong 30% of the time. So you have to go in and be like, hey, da-da-da-da-da. And normally they're just like, okay, you keep that one. We'll make you the new one kind of thing. But
I've ordered T-shirts from websites where I was like, hey, I ordered the wrong size. And they were like, okay, keep them. We'll send you new ones.
Right.
I'm like,
and it was on you.
Yeah. And,
right.
And they're taking a hit on the margin there. Dairy Queen ain't taking a hit on a fucking $3 chicken sandwich.
No. God damn it, no. So anyway, the moral of the story was they asked for the stuff back, and the wife was like, we've touched this and like eaten it. Like, are you sure you want it? And they're like, yeah, we need it.
Oh, okay.
And we're like, okay, that's weird.
Yeah. That's really fucking. No, we need it back immediately. We need to inspect it and test it.
It's a little strange.
Yeah.
But we eventually got the food that we paid for, and they were kind enough to say, hey, we kind of fucked up. Here's some fries. So they gave us a free fry.
Wait. They took the original food back.
Yes.
But they still gave you free food on top of that?
Yes. They're like, you can't get the food you wanted, so here's some more food you didn't ask for.
I mean, I guess, like, I'd rather have a thing of free fries than a chicken sandwich slathered in mayo.
Yeah, but the joke was on me because, like, they were fresh out and, like, I burned the fuck out of my mouth on, like, the first one. And I'm like, you know, what the fuck?
You can't even have a nice free thing.
Can't even have a nice free thing.
Right.
And we're already overtime, and I still have so much more to tell. Like, I don't know what you want to do here. If you want me just to keep going, I got nothing else to do. I got to go spray some hornets in a little bit, but other than that.
Well, I mean, like, do you have another hour's worth of content?
Probably not.
Do you have at least a half an hour's worth of content?
Yeah.
Let's break.
Okay.
and then we'll. Okay, so wait.
Oh, what's
how?
Thanks to Quincy on Harris.
Keep finishing up, goddammit. So you're in Georgia now. Well, not you. Like in the story, you're in Georgia now.
Right.
How much?
Well, let me get to at least to Florida. Let me get to at least to Florida.
At least cross the border. You know.
I mean, at least cross the border, right? So we get into Florida, or we go through Georgia. It's a shithole. Right. Like, there's nothing good there. It stinks. Like, it smells like rotten garbage. Oh. You get over the Florida border, and you're in the smack dab of Jacksonville. Like, you immediately, that's the first like major city that you come to is Jacksonville. Right. And so we have to stop, and it is like immediately clear. Like, we stopped at the fast track, basically the equivalent, big gas station, to let the dog out, that sort of thing, kind of gas up that and have everybody go to the bathroom, walk in, and like ain't fucking nobody wearing a mask. Nobody's wearing a mask. It ain't required to go in. You know, it's you go in the bathroom and they haven't had toilet paper in the stall for 3 years. Oh, like it's the thing's been broken. You do the best you can. Kind of thing. And it's like, okay, things are a little different now. Things are a little more loosey-goosey. A police officer just came out with no mask on. You know, it's a different world kind of thing. And that's more or less what I've been experiencing so far is like, you'll go into a place where it says a mask is required to enter. Right. Ain't fucking nobody wearing a mask, and the employees are, but nobody gives a shit.
You're going from Cuomo to the South.
I know.
Like, that's
it's a jump, but it's not that far of a jump, to be perfectly honest. Like you're going from crooked A to crooked B.
Basically, so yeah.
You know, it's the same world. It's like the upside down. in Stranger Things. So
yeah, okay.
2 different shitholes. Anyway, so we go over Jacksonville, and immediately you not only that, but like I'm looking around and it's like blue skies that go on forever, like big puffy clouds in the sky.
Oh yeah, man.
That sort of thing.
That was like when we hit Texas.
It's just absolutely gorgeous. It's hot. You need the AC pumping, that sort of thing. And then, we're going and all of a sudden we start hearing whining from the back. And we're like, kids, shut the hell up.
We've made it.
we finally made it, but it wasn't them. It was the dog.
Oh, no.
And the dog has to go.
Yeah.
And she is trying her damnedest to tell us, like, you need to pull over now.
Okay.
Kind of thing. It's going to be great. When if New York ends the mask BS, the pro-mask people will have to melt and have meltdowns. It's so interesting down here.
I actually disagree. I don't think that they should end the mask mandate. I think they should ride it out at least through the end of the year.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's your opinion, man.
I mean, I just think it would be good for everybody.
It's so different down here. It is so different. It's so different. I can't even explain how different it is. But anyway, so the dog has to go, right?
Yeah.
And we're realizing that like we've got moments to spare. And so like we're taking the first exit, getting it off, pulling into the first gas station, could run out, and we got her by the leash and she's getting her out and she starts going to the bathroom. And then I realize like, oh shit. We're on the grass of the Holy Land theme park near Orlando, Florida. My dog is pissing on the land of the Holy Land of the theme park. So for those of you that don't know, Orlando is kind of the place for theme parks. You got your Disney, got your Universal Studios. There is a Holy Land theme park to which all your exhibits and attractions are based on the Bible.
And we were just talking about the Bible.
And on a daily basis, they crucify Christ.
Oh, geez. What the fuck?
In front of everybody.
Kids, get in. We're going to the theme park.
And then kind of play out like him rising from like the fucking thing, the gimmick with the stone. It's fucking wild. Go YouTube that shit. It's crazy.
I don't really need to.
But anyway, so like and they're closed for the season because like apparently like Jesus can't save him from COVID. But like, I'm like, oh shit, like, all right, well,
hey,
it's a story.
It is a story. Yeah.
So we finally get through. We're driving past all the attractions. Like we're driving past Universal. Like it's on I-4 in Orlando. See all the Disney stuff. And this is a fucking wild thing. So like traffic around Disney sucks a dick. Like all the time.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Not the good kind.
However, people who drive I-4 have come up with tricks to kind of avoid the traffic.
Okay.
Which includes driving through the grass median from one exit over to I-4 so that you can bypass everyone. Except that apparently the state got wise to this and built a big ditch right before you merge onto I-4.
Yeah.
We were watching in real time people blow out their tires.
Oh shit. That's fucking phenomenal.
It was such an instant karma situation of like, oh, you think you're going to cut everybody and drive through the median to merge on. Oh, there's the ditch the government put there. And now you're calling AAA. It was amazing. Like you just see like a big puff of smoke and somebody's tire go. It's wild to see. But yeah, traffic around there sucks. But then we finally make it to the hotel, which my wife's mother booked via her timeshare points. It was I was gonna say lovely, but it wasn't lovely at all. As far as a Marriott goes, it was a big piece of shit. None of the fucking card key things worked. But we kind of got the one up on them in that they're not exactly a pet friendly hotel. But we were able to sneak the dog and cat in.
Did you just put like a blanket over the dog?
Well, not so. We put a blanket over the cat because he's the carrier.
It's a cat, yeah.
But for the dog, we kind of had to do like an espionage type of thing, where like the wife would go first, see if the coast is clear.
It's like you're trying to sneak into a movie.
Basically, we'd run up the stairwell. She had to check, like, is the fucking maintenance man coming? Like, what are we doing, kind of thing. And so we would get get the dog in the hotel room. But it's a dog, so like you have to like sneak her out to go to the bathroom at night, and then every morning kind of thing. And we were in this hotel for like 3 days. So like 3 days, we're fucking pulling this mission of like, is the house cleaning coming yet? Like we gotta get this dog the fuck out of here to try to get that all fucking figured out. And so I'll skip ahead to this part. The last fucking day, we gotta take the dog out to go to the house, right? And the cleaning lady is next door and she ain't leaving.
Sure.
Like she's taking her lunch break there. She's gonna be there for a while because she gets paid by the hour. She's gonna make it happen, right? And so what we've been doing is there's the main elevator, and then on each side of the hallway is a stairwell that goes out to the side door.
Right.
So we've been running to the stairwell, taking the dog down a couple flights of stairs, and then out to the side door kind of thing. Well, I'm also trying to pack up the car to leave the hotel room as well. So like I've taken this trip a couple times, you take a couple suitcases down, pack up the car kind of thing. And I'm noticing like, man, the cleaning lady, she ain't leaving.
Oh no.
And the stairwell that's right next to the car, they got a cleaning person in there sanitizing the stairwell because of COVID, I guess. Whatever. So I'm like, what the fuck are we gonna do? So I drive the car around to the other stairwell, and I'm like, okay, so we got to time this perfect to where she's going from the cart that's in the hallway back into the room, and we got to run past her with the dog and pray to God she doesn't start barking or take a shit in the hallway or something,
That'd be kind of funny.
like we've got to try to make this work out. And so I got the dog, the wife has the cat. We're like, okay, this is it. Everything's packed up in the car. We're going to make the dash for it. And so we open up the hotel room door. The lady goes in the room, so we start making a run. We make a dash for the other fucking stairwell because they're sanitizing the other one. And we make it down the first flight of stairs, and my wife goes ass over tea kettle and slips down the stairs with the cat, crash lands on the next flight of stairs. And I go, what the fuck? And she goes, I tripped on my dress. And I go, are you okay? And she's like, yeah, I'm fine. And then we keep going. And she goes on the next flight of stairs and she slips again and starts to fall. And we're like, what the fuck? And she goes, it's so fucking slippery.
Because they just cleaned it.
They must have sanitized this one first before doing the other one. Like, we're ice skating down the goddamn stairs with a dog and a cat, trying to make a clean getaway so that we don't get charged a fucking cleaning fee for pets in the hotel. And play the Mission Impossible theme while you're telling a story like this, like that's copyrighted. The song would need to be played 8 times for the end of the story. Very fair, Keith. And so we get to the end of the stairs.
Right.
And so each time we hit a flight of stairs or it goes out into the hallway, the wife has to do the peek around, make sure ain't nobody coming. So we're feet away from the car. We have not been discovered as of yet. Going down the last flight of stairs, the wife peeks around the corner. She gives me the Iggy to stop. And she's like, oh shit, they're coming. And I'm like, who's coming? And she's like, the maintenance man is coming and we've already scouted out. And we know his office is right by the stairwell on the second level.
Oh my god! Do you know like what? This is like fucking a level of Metal Gear Solid. Like
it's ridiculous. I need fucking exclamation points.
You do, yeah.
People's heads. So like we know he's coming up the stairs because we've scouted this out. So she's like, he's coming. We're fucked. It's over. There's nothing we can do.
Just walk out.
And so so you have to kind of go out of the stairwell and then out the doors to the left. But at the bottom of the stairwell, there's a door that's marked emergency exit. And it says you go through this door, an alarm
will sound,
will sound. And I'm like, all right, we got two options here. We can either try to get past this guy and escape to freedom, or we can roll the dice and see if they hooked up the alarm system to this door.
There was a simple solution to all of this, but I'll let you continue.
What were you worried about them kicking you out? No, I was worried about the fee, Keith. I was worried about the fee for having a pet there that you weren't supposed to have.
Continue your story.
So we're rolling the dice.
Right.
We're going to take the emergency exit door, and if an alarm sounds, fucking, I don't know, Raccoon opened it. I don't know what to tell you.
It's those damn Florida Raccoon gangs.
It's a Raccoon gang.
Yeah.
T-shirt coming soon. I sent you a mock-up. I don't know what you thought.
I didn't get a mock-up. Liar.
Yeah, I sent you a mock-up of the shirt.
When?
Like 2 weeks ago.
What the fuck are you talking about?
The Raccoon gang.
Where? On Twitter? On my phone?
Yes. What are you, an asshole?
What the fuck are you?
I mean, you never read my fucking texts anyway, you son of a bitch.
I always read your texts. I just don't always respond.
I mean, that's very fair. So sure enough, we open up the emergency exit. The alarm does not sound. We escape to freedom off to our new house.
Oh, you did send me a mock-up, yeah. And I even responded too. That's the best part.
You motherfucker.
I read it and responded.
So there, folks. Okay, I'm gonna leave on that story.
You should have just walked out. You should have just walked out. I mean, you should have just put a mask on, put your hat on, put a pair of sunglasses on. Nobody would have been able to figure it out. You should have just left. You should have just walked out the front door like you owned it. Yeah.
I mean, that probably would have worked too.
Yeah.
But the point being, like, so I know this was a thrilling story for everyone.
I am enthralled.
We're gonna stop there.
Do you remember when I asked you if you had an hour's worth of story left?
Yes.
And you were like, no. You probably could have.
Oh, I probably have 2 more hours.
You probably have at least 2 more hours.
I'm gonna tell you this though, as a teaser for next week, because I'll start talking again more as I always do on this fucking show of next week. I'm gonna leave this as a teaser. We were supposed to close on the house Monday for our brand new house on Monday. We did. However, we had to drive an hour and a half to close on the house because the legal representative who was supposed to close on our house apparently, and this is verbatim for what we were told, partied a little too hard in Miami,
as you do,
the night before, and would not be able to attend because they would not be able to make the 4-hour drive in time for the closing date. So we had to drive almost 2 hours to close on our house. And there'll be more details on that story next week. So be sure to subscribe.
Hit that subscribe
to this
button.
channel.
We've got more of Axe's Wonderful Florida Trip coming up next week. We've got Don't Be an Asshole, the internet's favorite game show, coming to you live tomorrow night. It's going to be a fun time. Listen, we've been saying week after week that there's no way that we could crown a new royal asshole. We were told we had some contenders. Last week was supposed to be a nice and easy one, and boy, Did it get stiff?
It got real stiff.
Unexpectedly stiff. So be sure to catch up on that if you haven't already. Follow the channel, hit that subscribe button, like, share, comment, do all that fun stuff. We're on Brainwreck Show across all social media. We're going to be doing some changes here in the next couple of weeks, so you want to be following us if you're not already. And I think that's all we got.
Yes, and then also we are only 10 away from hitting our goal of 100 subscribers. So please share, like, subscribe, all that. More details and video evidence of these stories are coming to the Florida Project that'll be live on this channel very, very soon, as I get time to edit some shit.
There you go.
And then more projects as well. So for this week, I've been Jason X.
I'm Kevin Graham.
And this has been your show.
Peace.